Hello again, motherfuckers. It's Luna the Hellhound, one of the Lethal creators and Caleb's cute, fluffy, and obsessed with him, in a healthy way, of course, belly rubs loving wife.
And Caleb the Vampire, the other Lethal creator, and of course Luna's adoring husband who is also obsessed with her in a healthy way. And we're here as Luna plays the 4th broadcast of the Dead Space Remake with our doing of the Untouchable run. Enjoy, everybody, as we give you fun commentary again.
So in the last broadcast, we had just froze the Hunter for now and are on our way to hydroponics to clean out the air on the ship.
Hopefully this will go smoothly and won't be a bunch of crazy mishaps like some of the other problems that we've had during this playthrough so far.
Have some saw blades to the face! That's what you get for messing with us. You get put down like the animal you are.
A very fitting punishment indeed.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Mining engineering.
But first, we're taking ourselves a little detour, so buckle up and enjoy the ride.
Arriving at mining engineering. Check station when departing.
Check for any miners as they shouldn't even be here. Whoa!
Great joke, Looney Pie.
Thanks, babe. You're the best.
And so are you, cutie.
Okay, let's see where we gotta go from here, gang. I forget why we even came this way.
Honestly, I forgot too.
Give me a moment so I can see where we're even going now. Okay, we're gonna leave this area for now.
Buckle up and enjoy the ride, everybody.
Arriving at flight deck tram control.
And we've arrived! That's where it all began!
Oh yeah. You never forget an area that looks as memorable as this.
You definitely don't.
I always forget this is the way to get there from here.
I think some things can be easy to forget when you're exploring an area like this ship, especially when you're going back and forth between areas. But it's all the more reason to keep track of the areas you've been in, where you're going, and what you haven't done yet, even if you've played the game a few times.
Isaac, if you're near hydroponics, check your helmet filters. That air's not safe to breathe.
Yeah, I smelled it. The whole deck's rotting.
I'm reading a huge mass in food storage. Too big to be anything they grew. It looks like the source of the poison gas. That patient in medical, he said something about creating an enzyme, right? Maybe the scientists left the workstation open.
As the British say, Bob's your uncle!
First time I ever heard that was playing We Happy Few. I had no idea what it meant. I think it took me a few years to finally find out what that even meant.
I can see how that can get confusing. Hearing other phrases can be like that if you haven't heard them most of your life.
Another example of one that was confusing to me for a few years was if the shoe fits, wear it. It took me at least 10 or more years to finally find out what that actually meant. Crazy.
Exactly. God damn it! I feel like that's one of those things where, even if you know it's coming, it can still get you anyway.
This is Dr. Elizabeth Cross. To all survivors, turn back. It's all gone.
Time for another side quest! I know it's a part of the story, but it still feels like a side quest. To be honest, anything that doesn't involve Isaac looking for Nicole feels like a side quest.
Liquid nitrogen replenished. Beginning enzyme synthesis. Enzyme synthesis complete. Caution. Do not ingest.
No shit!
Tell us something we don't already know, voice of the Ishimura.
Yeah, really.
Any luck?
Yeah, I finished the enzyme. It's been modified to digest something big.
They must have been trying to
Be
kill
back in a
whatever's
moment,
food
everybody.
Okay, babe.
storage. Let's hope it works.
Whatever it is, it can't be nearly as big as Caleb's, heart. Yeah. That's entirely what I was gonna say, and not anything else.
No. Go back. There's no way into food storage. Even if there was, the Leviathan would devour you.
You're Elizabeth Cross, right? This Leviathan, is that what's poisoning the air?
The air. My team, it's destroyed everything. I designed a special enzyme to kill it. I just needed liquid nitrogen to complete the synthesis. The people I sent to medical never came back.
I've got some of that enzyme here.
And now we gotta do the somewhat side quest for her. May as well get it over with, and
You
done.
need to inject it into the Leviathan. You can't get into food storage, but there's another way. It's risky.
Riskier than running out of air?
My team has been altered. They're all connected to the Leviathan, breathing out its toxins. That connection goes both ways.
Okay. So if I get to your team and inject them...
The enzyme will be carried right into the Leviathan's heart. Bind the Weezers. End their suffering. And when the Leviathan is weak enough, we vent the bastard into space.
Okay, I'm back. Did I miss much?
Just us getting the quest to inject the Weezers. Just gonna buy more ammo first, and then we'll be good to go.
Buckle up, everybody. It's fixing to get crazy.
So after taking a few days off, we're finally continuing with adding our audio to this broadcast. Caleb is still getting better, so we're having to take it slow for now. Hey guys, Future Luna from the edit here, February 9th, 2026. So since the time of this broadcast, September 30th of last year, Caleb has been doing way better the last 3 days. And while he's still working on getting all the way better and whatnot, he's able to do more things now, so future content will be more energetic for him to make. Thank you for this short moment away from the broadcast. Now continuing the broadcast.
Yep. It's been really crazy, but hopefully things start getting better soon. This is getting ridiculous.
Tell me about it. You know I wasn't meaning that in a mean way, right, babe?
Yeah, I know. Honestly, I don't think you could direct anything mean-spirited towards me anyway. It's not exactly in your nature with me.
I'm happy you understand that about me. Other people will say I'm mean and probably even call me a bitch, but I've dealt with abandonment and being treated worthless, so at any point in my life, it was a defense thing, and not because I wanted to be like that.
Agreed. There are people who are too judgmental and don't even think about something before they judge people.
Exactly. Let's do some bench presses.
This is partly why I love this woman so much. Her sense of humor.
And a few, other things, too. Okay, gang. Let's see where we're heading now. Right after a quick stop back to the current central hub. Damn! Listen to that music in the background. That shit's intense.
They did a really good job with the music here, that's for sure.
I know, right? Both the Resident Evil 4 and the Dead Space remakes should be the gold standards for how to do a video game remake properly.
Indeed they should. It's pretty ironic that both remakes were released the same year, although the Dead Space remake was actually released before the Resident Evil 4 remake, and what else is funny about it is how the original version of Resident Evil 4 is what inspired the original version of Dead Space in the first place.
Yep. Going up! I never realized how many sounds and how much music a player can miss when they're not using headphones. I see why it's recommended to use headphones.
Even I've noticed this a few times, and normally I only use headphones when I'm doing a game broadcast so everyone can hear me talking while I'm playing the game.
It truly is amazing how hearing the game through a set of mini speakers worn on the head can amplify and boost the sound quality.
It becomes a whole new world entirely.
Well said, Caleb. I get it, that some people like the jungle sounds, but to me, they're kinda annoying and distracting.
Agreed. They should just let this part without the noise there.
Yep. Guess you could say, he's lit as fuck!
Good one, Looney Pie.
Thanks! Uh-oh! That shout from Isaac is perfect!
Look at this twitchy fuck still moving around. Let's kill it.
Way ahead of you, babe.
Scream all you want, you little shit. It won't change anything, you dumb little chubba-fucky.
That's what she said. Let go of me, you stupid ass fuck!
Go find a politician to chew on, you stupid cocksucker.
Finally, a little rest for a moment. Speaking of which, I'll be back in a moment. I'll let Caleb play while I'm gone.
Okay, see you shortly, cutie.
Don't miss me too much. Handsome.
You know I will.
I know you will. Here's a little kiss to hold you over.
Well, I think I can keep everybody entertained until Looney Pie gets back. Shouldn't be too long, but still. I can keep everybody entertained for a little bit, like I usually do with a lot of stuff. Imagine if, as an April Fool's joke, there was a version where you could alter the audio to make it sound like Isaac says, "Shh, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting necromorphs."
Clearance confirmed.
In all seriousness, though, that would be pretty funny if they did that. Though I guess depending on how you look at it, the version of the game that is a mode that lets you, quote-unquote, censor any disturbing content, I guess if you think about it, that in itself is like a stupid April Fool's joke. Which is kind of stupid, because it really doesn't do anything. It just makes it look even more crazy and kind of makes some of the stuff look even worse than it actually is. I mean, if you're gonna censor the more graphic content, maybe do something more creative, like a filter that makes it black and white, sort of like how most of the stuff in that one game, Hatred, is black and white, except for stuff like, blood and, I think, lights and police sirens and stuff like that, you know? If you're gonna censor it, be creative about it. Don't be fucking lazy about it. This is like some of those, anime, and it's so done in a lazy way that's like, you know, you should just left it graphic content and all instead of giving us this censored shit.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Not much, to be honest. Just me saying how their way of censoring the more graphic scenes is really lazy and how they should have done it more like that game Hatred with almost everything being black and white except for some colors and stuff.
100% agreed. I mean, it's an M-rated fucking horror game for Lucifer's sake. If you're gonna make an M-rated horror game, of course the violence and gore is gonna be graphic. We're goddamn grown adults. We can take it.
Yep, of course we can take it. I mean, yeah, there are those of us who are adults who can't take the level of violence and gore, but like Luna said, we're grown adults for Lucifer's sake. Just stop trying to censor shit. It just gets annoying, and it's partly what turns people off to games nowadays.
Exactly. There are those of us who hate censorship, and we also hate when companies conform to quote-unquote standards and stop making fun games because they may hurt some goddamn soccer mom's feelings and piss off the Karens who hate everything. I mean, last I checked, these games are made for us, the gamers, not the haters. So either those companies make the games the fans want, or stop making games if they can't please the ones who are meant to be pleased, which is us fans, and not the fucking pussies.
Yep. Exactly as my loony pie put it, no other way.
I hate it when you have to think about sacrificing ammo because you can't carry any more.
I also hate that. It's annoying, especially when you need the ammo, and it's not something that you can just find lying around all over the place all the time.
What he said!
Be back shortly.
Okay, babe. Gonna be just me for a bit, everyone.
Die, motherfucker!
Die, you piece of shit!
Die, motherfucker!
Fuck you, motherfucker!
Die, motherfucker!
And that's why you do not mess with me.
Liz Cross again. I never asked your name.
Isaac Clarke, systems engineer.
Engineer. Have you seen Jacob Temple?
I haven't. I'm looking for somebody. Dr. Nicole Brennan.
Dr. Brennan. Doesn't she help people leave unitology?
Yeah, like my mother. That's how we met.
I hope she's okay. The unitologists here didn't like anyone questioning them. And since the captain died, they've all snapped.
Had to get away from those two fuckers just now. But now we should be okay for a bit again. Shit! Now, if I could just get through this part without any other interruptions. On the bright side, I am getting better at this game. I'll be able to show Caleb what I've learned once he's back. But for now, you're all stuck with me. And we're all gonna have a lot of fun. Smirk! Don't worry though, I won't do anything naughty. That's reserved just for Caleb to enjoy. Instead, you'll all just have to hear me make bad jokes. Why do sheep bleed? Because they scream their throats dry. Why do men get a beer belly? Because a soda belly would explode from pressure. I'd ask if he could spare something, but he just got speared. Well, that's all I got for now. Maybe we'll just enjoy the game for a little bit.
Toxic hazard detected.
To quote Gunnery Sergeant Hartman from Full Metal Jacket. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Hazard cleared.
Okay, now I'll focus a bit more on the game. Maybe I'll be back up here for that ammo in a bit. But for now, I sadly can't grab it. Now that's so much better! That jungle noise wasn't doing it for me. Or Caleb at all. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Just what the doctor ordered. Okay, onward we go, gang. Or else we'll die trying. And by the way, I'm just kidding about the dying. At least these motherfuckers make noise when they come after the player. The quiet ones are so annoying because you never know when you'll turn around and chance spilling a drink or something. Die, motherfucker! Loot for everyone! Caleb and I get first dibs, however. I think shortly after we head back this way will be another run in with the tentacle monster. I hate that thing. I'm definitely not into those things. I'm only into my Caleb.
Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss?
I missed you.
I know you did. I missed you too, cutie.
Hey guys, Luna from the edit here again. So this Dead Space project is taking us way too long. We've been having fun talking throughout it, but at this rate, we won't have it done for a long time. So we're gonna talk only a little bit at times in the broadcasts where I would be playing, and we'll add audio at the end of this one. Thanks for understanding.
Entering zero gravity. Entering zero gravity. Exiting zero gravity. Entering zero gravity. Entering zero gravity. Exiting zero gravity.
time for a magical transition. Magical transition over.
detected.
Isaac, where are you? Help me.
Isaac, I looked up Cross's notes on the... Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Kendra?
There's him. Two doors behind you. Here. Wait, he's gone. He waved at me, and... sorry, Isaac. Keep going, just a glitch on the cameras. It looked like my little brother. Stupid, right? That's not possible.
Bitch.
Toxic hazard detected.
Isaac, where are you? Help me.
Toxic hazard clear.
Isaac, I looked up Cross's notes on the... Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Kendra?
Two doors behind you. Karen. Wait, he's gone. He waved at me, and... Sorry, Isaac. Keep going. A glitch on the cameras. It looks like my little brother. Stupid, right? That's not possible. Isaac, I looked up Cross's notes on the... Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Kendra?
It's him. 2 doors behind you. Karen. He's gone. He waved at me, and... sorry, Isaac. Keep going, just a glitch on the camera. It looks like my little brother. Stupid, right? That's not possible.
lifted. Security card required. Security card required. Toxic hazard detected. Toxic hazard clear. Entering zero gravity. Detected.
Please cross. Shaka. Holly. And the dog. Mark. So many. I don't know how many there used to be. I just saw them change. There's so much
It's time for a magical transition. Magical transition over.
The repair mission, they said. Not this. Not seeing my dead brother on the fucking cameras. All this death. Imagine what the marker could do in the wrong hands.
This is about CEC again?
Just thinking. If some corporate asshole tries to take the marker, you and me could do something about it.
You're leaning pretty hard on that if.
Oh, come on. Where's Hammond? What's he doing?
I don't know. If I don't focus, we'll run out of air before it matters.
It's time for a magical transition. Magical transition over. It's time for a magical
Exiting zero
transition.
gravity.
Magical transition over.
Entering zero gravity. Exiting zero gravity. Warning. Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes.
It's time for a magical transition. Magical transition over.
Warning. Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes.
It's time for a magical transition. Magical transition over.
Warning. Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes.
It's time for a magical transition. Magical transition over.
Gravity. Entering zero gravity. Exiting zero gravity. Entering. Exiting zero gravity. Entering zero gravity. Zero gravity. Entering zero gravity. Purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes. Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes. Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes.
metabolism is slowing.
Cross, something's up.
It must have worked. You gave it enough enzyme to dissolve a freighter. Okay, I'm unlocking food storage. Quickly get back there and space the bastard while we have the chance.
It's time for a magical transition. Magical transition over.
open, but the Leviathan's too strong. It's clinging to the interior of food storage. We need more enzyme.
There's no time. I'm going in. Maybe I can cut it loose.
The Leviathan has a 10-kiloton mass. Do you really need me to tell you this is a bad idea?
Well, I'm all out of good ideas, so guess what's left?
Entering zero gravity. Entering zero gravity. Exiting zero gravity. Entering zero gravity. Exiting zero gravity.
Okay, this is where we're gonna end this for now. We hope everyone had fun. This has been Luna the Hellhound, one of the lethal creators and Caleb's cute, fluffy, and sensual wife.
And Caleb the Vampire, the other lethal creator and Luna's adoring husband who loves her in every way and loves absolutely everything about her.
And we'll see you all again
Next time.